Hello everyone, welcome back to Dugout Daily. I'm Charlie, and today we have another video. This time we are previewing the match where, fresh from our midweek win over Aston Villa, Manchester City can momentarily climb to the Premier League summit if we beat Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park at Saturday lunchtime. Before we get going, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Dugout Daily, the football channel. Hit the Apex DF1 channel, and that's MCFC Hibs on Twitter. We will get going then, and the Citizens will be seeking revenge against the Eagles after we let a 2-goal lead slip to draw 2-2 in the reverse fixture at the Etihad Stadium in December. Since replacing Roy Hodgson at the end of February, Oliver Glasner has earned 5 points from his first 5 Premier League games in charge of Crystal Palace, with a 3-0 win over Burnley, followed by 2 draws and 2 defeats. Solitary points were claimed in 1-1 draws with relegation-threatened duo Luton and Nottingham Forest before the Eagles suffered a slender 1-0 defeat at Bournemouth on Tuesday night, courtesy of a 79th-minute strike from Justin Kluivert. Although Palace have won only 2 league matches out of 10 since the turn of the year, they remain on course to preserve their top-flight status for a 12th successive season, as they currently sit 14th in the table and 8 points clear of the relegation zone, with a game in hand on 18th place Luton. After winning only one of their opening 9 home league matches this season, Palace have since picked up 10 points in their last 5 matches at Selhurst Park. The Eagles have won 4 top-flight games on home soil so far this season and have scored exactly 3 goals on each occasion. However, goals have been hard to come by in recent home matches with Manchester City, as they failed to find the net in each of their last 4 meetings with the Citizens in front of their own fans. Luka Milivojevic was the last Palace player to score a home goal against us, in a 3-1 defeat in April 2019. After back-to-back top-flight draws against title rivals Liverpool and Arsenal, Manchester City returned to winning ways in comfortable fashion as we put Aston Villa to the sword 4-1 at the Etihad Stadium on Wednesday. Villa's John Duran cancelled out an early opener from Rodri, but Phil Foden stole the headlines with a superb hat-trick, increasing his career-best goal tally in all competitions to 21 for the season, to help the hosts power past our top 4 chasing counterparts. Manchester City still sit 3rd in the table and a point behind second-placed Arsenal, while with 3 points behind leaders Liverpool, who beat Sheffield United 3-1 on Thursday night. With just 8 games remaining, Pep Guardiola believes the 3-way title race could go down to the wire and be decided on the final day of the season. Boasting a 15-game unbeaten run in the top flight, as well as a 25-match undefeated streak in all competitions, Manchester City can be confident of success in the capital this weekend, as we haven't lost any of our last 8 Premier League away games against Crystal Palace, as we've won 6 and drawn 2 since a 2-1 loss in April 2015. Manchester City haven't been at our strongest in London from a defensive perspective, as we've kept just 1 clean sheet in our last 9 top-flight away games against capital-based opposition, but that solitary shutout came against Palace in a narrow 1-0 win last season. Not only would a win on Saturday for Guardiola's men boost our Premier League title and double treble hopes, but it would also keep spirits high within the Citizens' camp ahead of a Champions League quarter-final first leg with Real Madrid in Spain on Tuesday. So the form of both teams, starting with Crystal Palace, they've only lost 2 of their last 6 in the Premier League, with that run being a 1-1 draw away at Everton, a 3-0 win at home to Burnley, a 3-1 loss away at Spurs, a 1-1 draw at home to Luton, a 1-1 draw away to Nottingham Forest, and a 1-0 loss away at Bournemouth. Manchester City are unbeaten in our last 6 in the Premier League and in all competitions, with our run in the Premier League being a 1-0 win at home to Brentford, a 1-0 win away at Bournemouth, a 3-1 win at home to Manchester United, a 1-1 draw away at Liverpool, a 0-0 draw at home to Arsenal, and a 4-1 win at home to Aston Villa. And in all competitions, we've beat Manchester United at home 3-1, Copenhagen at home 3-1 in the Champions League, a 1-1 draw away at Liverpool, a 2-0 win at home to Newcastle in the FA Cup, a 0-0 draw at home to Arsenal, and a 4-1 win at home to Aston Villa. Crystal Palace defender Chris Richards missed a defeat at Bournemouth due to a knee injury and is the latest name to join Sam Johnston with an elbow injury, Chet Doucouré with an Achilles injury, Mark Guehi with a knee injury, Rob Holding with a foot injury, Jesurun Rak-Saki with a thigh injury, and Mateus Franca with a groin injury. However, Glasner has confirmed that star winger Michael Olise, who's been sidelined since the 3rd of February with a hamstring injury, is ready to return to the matchday squad and could play for the last 15 or 20 minutes as a sub, meaning Jordan Ayew and Eberechi Eze are in line to keep their places in attack. Jefferson Lerma was deployed as a left-sided centre-back against Bournemouth in the absence of Richards, and the Colombians set to continue in a back three alongside Joachim Andersen and Joel Ward, while Will Hughes and Adam Wharton could link arms again in midfield. As for Manchester City, defensive duo Kyle Walker with a hamstring injury and Nathan Ake are both ruled out due to injury, but first-choice keeper Ederson with a muscle injury could return, according to Guardiola. Having watched on as an unused sub in the last 2 games, John Stones may be in a position to earn some minutes against Palace, although a start seems unlikely. So back four of Rico Lewis, Manuel Akanji, Ruben Diaz and Josko Vardiol could remain intact. Erling Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne were both rested in midweek, but could be recalled to the starting lineup against Palace. The latter has scored 4 goals in his last 2 meetings with the Eagles, but he enters Saturday's contest having failed to find a net in 12 of his last 17 matches for club and country. So the predicted teams, starting with Crystal Palace, I've gone with Henderson in goal, Ward, Anderson and Lerma as a back three, with Munoz, Wharton, Hughes and Mitchell in midfield, Ayew, Mateta and Eze in attack. And the predicted team for Manchester City is Ortega in goal, Lewis, Akanji, Diaz and Vardiol as a back four, with De Bruyne, Rodri and Foden in midfield, Bernardo, Haaland and Doku in attack. Although Palace have struggled to score in recent home matches with Manchester City, they've frustrated the citizens on numerous occasions at Selhurst Park and can be optimistic of breaching our back line this time around, considering Guardiola's side have kept only 3 clean sheets in 14 top-flight away games this season. Keeping the visitors quiet at the other end could prove challenging for the Eagles, though, especially with a makeshift defence amid their injury concerns, and City have scored in each of our last 11 away matches and should have few problems exploiting that en route to claiming maximum points. So I predict this game will finish Crystal Palace 1, Manchester City 3. So that is it for this video then. Everybody, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Dugout Daily, the football channel. Hit the Apex the F1 channel and at MCFC Hibs on Twitter. Everybody, thank you all so much for watching and we'll speak to you all soon. Take care and goodbye for now. Cheers everyone.